Schema App is an end-to-end schema markup solution that helps enterprise SEO teams implement and manage their schema markup at scale to achieve rich results and help search engines and machines understand their content, all while building a reusable content knowledge graph. The Schema App platform integrates with any website and allows you to create and manage all your schema markup in a single platform. Today, I'll be showing you a demo of the Schema App Highlighter, a tool that allows SEO teams to create schema markup at scale across thousands of similarly templated pages without having to rely on internal IT teams or do any manual coding. Let's get started. Welcome to the Schema App platform. This is where you'll create and manage your schema markup at scale. You'll start optimizing your page set by setting up a new template. First, you'll want to name the template and choose a page URL that represents the group of pages you want to mark up. In this example, we want to target all of our blog posts, so we'll name the template Blog Template. And we'll use one of our blog URLs to build this template. Next, you can choose the schema.org class, also known as a type, that best defines the page. The Schema App Highlighter contains the entire schema.org vocabulary, including extensions. When a new version of the schema.org is released, they are available on our platform within 24 hours. In this case, we'll be using blog posting. And once we've picked a class, we can click Load Page. Now that the page is loaded, it's time to start highlighting. The highlighting process is easy. You can simply click on a page element and select the appropriate schema.org property. For example, this is the headline of the blog post, so we can map this element to the headline property. The properties you decide to add to your template may vary depending on your desired outcome. If you're looking for a rich result, then you'll want to make sure you include the required and recommended properties from Google. If you're trying to help search engines understand your content, you can choose the most appropriate properties that describe your content and how they connect to other things on your website and the web. Templates such as this blog example will have multiple properties. On top of the headlines, we also have the author of the blog post, and we want to map this page element to the author property. We want to say that the author is a person. And finally, that the content in this page element is the person's name. This is an example of how you can create semantic schema markup using the Schema App Highlighter. When you highlight an element on the page with the highlighter, you're telling the tool to map that element to the specific schema.org property across all the pages in your chosen page set. If you make any changes to the text in that element, Schema App will dynamically include the updated content in the JSON LD the next time the page is loaded, so you can be confident knowing your schema markup is always in sync with the content on your page. The highlighter also has the ability to map fixed properties. For example, all our blogs are written in English, so we can set the in-language property to English. You can also link to things you've previously defined in the Schema App platform. For example, Schema App is the publisher of this article. And we have previously defined Schema App as an organization. So we can use this feature to set the publisher property to the Schema App organization. By doing so, you're creating the relationship between the entities on your site and building your content knowledge graph. Now that you've highlighted your content and mapped each page element to a schema.org property, it's time to define which pages you want the template applied to. You can start by defining the URL pattern or patterns where these pages exist. Our blog posts follow this URL pattern, so we can add that here. If your pages do not follow a consistent URL pattern, you can use the URL list or an XPath instead. Next, you'll want to add 3 example URLs to ensure they follow the URL pattern you defined. The highlighter will load the other sample URLs, and you can confirm that the highlights are working the way that you would want them to. You can also review each sample URL. You're able to preview the JSON LD and test it with Google's Rich Results testing tool or the Schema Markup validator. The final step is to review a summary of the different content that has been marked up for all of the sample pages you've provided. If everything looks great, you can click Save and Finish. And that's it, you're done. Once you've created the highlighter template for this page set, the markup will start deploying to your chosen pages. If you make any content changes on these pages, it will be reflected dynamically within your schema markup on the next page load. Any new pages created for this page set will also automatically get accurate, robust schema markup added with no manual intervention required. This is what makes the Schema App Highlighter a powerful tool. It can help teams like yours create and manage robust schema markup on any website at scale with speed and agility. If you have any questions or would like to see a demo of the highlighter, please feel free to reach out to us.